Okay, now make a macros commentability scan at this scan what you for Saigon, Nigeria. Hey God, he don't bust.
Everybody needs to share this update. I know say everybody they follow Arise Television, Arise TV. Would they like their news? Would they like their interviews? Would they like their updates? Would they like Rufai? Would they like Ruben Abati? They don't interview, they don't do live interview. They don't interview Atiku Abubakar of the PDP. They don't interview Peter Obi of the Labour Party. They don't interview Showore of AAC. Now, only the presidential candidate of APC, BOLA Ahmed TINUBU, now deliver interview. They have written series of letters. They don't.
He don't read, oh mama, he don't read, oh, he don't settle, mama, he don't settle, hey God, he don't bust, he don't happen again, oh, sell boy, oh, make una come see Peter Obi live speech for CNN, oh, make una come see academically and highly intellectual and medulla oblongata metamorphosis of a brain personality statement wey drop for CNN. Agbado Emiloko, if you know say you get something to offer, make you go CNN, make the world hear your speech. Oh, Tiko, hey God, he don finally over una. Make una come see when person wey get something to offer dey speak, you go know. Not be people where they plan how to ring the election for 2023. In fact, make una see Peter Obi eloquential, consequential.
Mr. Obi, thank you so much for being with us. You are certainly the most popular presidential candidate in Nigeria right now among young people. There is just so much momentum behind you. But here's the problem. Nigerians are used to being disappointed by their leaders. And when you think about some of the problems that are facing the country right now, they're systemic. I'm talking about corruption. I'm talking about oil theft. I'm talking about insecurity. I'm talking about the fiscal hole that Nigeria is in right now. Can all of that really be solved by one person?
Well, if you have a leader that is competent, have the capacity and commitment to start dealing with it, you're not going to solve it overnight. But there will be a clear, visible, measurable attempt to dealing with it. And they're things that are solvable. They're things that can be dealt with decisively. But you have to have a leader that, if you look at what he's been able to do in the past, you can say yes.
If indeed you do become Nigeria's next president. Nigeria, as you know, is broke. It is barely able to service its debt. It spends so much more than it earns. What are your plans? Just from a concrete perspective, what are your plans to take Nigeria's economy off of life support?
Well, a variety of things. One is that you have to deal decisively with the issue of security. It's impacting negatively on your economy today. You have to deal with it head on, because you have to get your farmers to go back to farm and start ensuring that the vast land of the north are invested, are cultivated on. You have to start pulling people out of poverty as quickly as possible. You have to reduce aggressively cost of governance and deal with the issue of corruption.
Anyone who knows anything about Nigeria knows that it has this embarrassing reputation of, despite the fact that it is Africa's largest oil producer, it imports refined fuel. What is your plan for transforming Nigeria's economy from a consumption economy to a production economy?
Let me use this issue of oil, for example. There's no reason why our refineries cannot work. There's no reason why we should not encourage private sector to build refineries and operate them. And they're not rocket science. It can be done as quickly as possible. You can use today the side to remove the fuel subsidy, use the resources to support critical areas of production, from critical infrastructure to education to supporting investment in refinery, which will be, like I said, done within a shortest possible time.
A lot of Nigerian presidents have come in and talked about revitalizing the manufacturing sector, investing in refineries, but change, as you know, has been very, very slow. Why is it going to be different with you, and what would you say were the biggest hurdles in making sure that all of the things that you've just listed come to pass?
Well, what people need to do is to go and look at what I promised as a state governor when I said I'm going to turn around education, health, pull people out of poverty, bring sanity and civility in governance in Anambra State, whether that happened or not. When I said we're going to save money, did we do that?
I want to talk about one of the other sort of major issues that Nigeria is grappling with right now, and that is, of course, violence and insecurity. You can barely travel from one part of Nigeria to another without fearing for your life. And I'm talking about kidnapping, I'm talking about banditry, I'm talking about terrorism, I'm talking about Boko Haram. What is your plan for that?
You know, I did say that initially that what we need to first head on is issue of security. Because unless you have security, the farmers can't go back. You can't attract investment. Nobody will ever want to go to an insecure place. And you can deal with that. There's so many, you need to do a lot of work, reorganize your security architecture, ensure that there's multi-level policing. Issue of state police has to be decisively dealt with. There's so many things you need to do. You need to bring in more personnel into the security system, equip them properly, ensure that they are properly motivated to deal with the issue of security, because the need it is the most important thing Nigeria needs today.
As you know, you and I are both Nigerian, we're both Igbos, we're both from southeastern Nigeria. Nigeria is a very hard country to hold together. You've got 200 million people, so many different tribes, so many different competing interests and ideas. And when you think about the fact that, you know, you're from the southeast, how easy is it going to be to rally Nigerians perhaps from the north behind you? That's got to be on your mind.
That is what it was yesterday. Another problem, because we have been able to elect people based on ethnicity, religion, my turn, connection, or one form of bias or the other, which brought us to where we are, or structure, which I always say structure of criminality. That is what we want to dismantle now and ensure that the next election is based on character, capacity, competence, commitment to do the right thing. Nigeria is now not just in a physical mess, it is at the last stage to collapse. The people in the north don't have a secure place. They don't have good roads. They don't buy bread cheaper than people in the south. So is the people in the south. So all you hear about ethnicity, religion, connection, my turn, is elite conspiracy to keep Nigeria underdeveloped. But now we've reached the edge. We can no longer continue this way.
Mr. Obi, thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Hey God, shebi una hear the speech of a leader full of inspiration, motivation, and vision plus wisdom. When a leader talk, you go know. Not be when some people they talk say they want feed Nigerians with agbado corn, agbado cassava, and guguru, and ewa, and they go also employ 50 million Nigeria youth into the Nigeria army. Why the vice wey be the deputy and the ambassador of Boko Boko dey talk say the TINUBU government will be friendly just like Abacha government. Make una come here. Nobody wey no know the story of Abacha. Till today, we still dey talk say make e rot in the deepest part of the fire metamorphosis of a body without endinality. Now somebody dey tell us say their regime will be like Abacha regime. We forbid una for heaven and we forbid una for earth. E don said.
Update. Please, this update needs to go viral. Everybody needs to share this update. I know say everybody dey follow Arise Television, Arise TV. Would they like their news? Would they like their interviews? Would they like their updates? Would they like Rufai? Would they like Ruben Abati? They don't interview. They don't do live interview. They don't interview Atiku Abubakar of the PDP. They don't interview Peter Obi of the Labour Party. They don't interview Showore of AAC. Now, only the presidential candidate of APC, BOLA Ahmed TINUBU, now deliver interview. They have written series of letters. They don't try to reach out to APC Presidential Campaign Council. May them bring their presidential candidates to come for interview. Nigerians need to hear from Oga TINUBU. Nigerians want hear. He said Emilokan. He said that he turn. He say he want to be president. He say he go make sure say he go turn this country around. He go continue from where President Buhari stop. He go build on the foundation where Buhari dey lay now. So Nigerians want to hear from him. So Arise TV, our brother don't come out. Ruben Abati don't come out now. Don't come on air now to extend to say that they invite the APC candidate for live interview. Make it come talk to Nigerians. So please, in case that they hide this interview, this invitation from Arise TV, from Bola Ahmed TINUBU, the presidential candidate of APC, I beg make una share am, make it see am, make this my video pop up for your phone. Oga TINUBU, I beg, we dey beg you make you honor this invitation. We want to hear from you. Many people don't talk different things when not they right. Now, opportunity for you to correct them. You're surprised say we just if you say, others when they say Baba will not wear, they shouted below. You're surprised say you wear. Then you also need to tell us how you can build Lagos. You say you don't build Lagos, you go build Nigeria. We dey beg you. We don't add our voice now to Ruben Abati, to Rufai Hussaini, to Arise TV crew. I beg, honor the invitation. We are begging you. Baba TINUBU, honor the invitation. We are begging you. Please, everybody share this video. Please, we want to hear from you. You don't be saying you want leaders, but you they run from us. You don't want to talk to us. Please, Oga TINUBU, we are begging you. Come and speak to us. Come and talk to us. We want to see you for Arise TV. We want to see you. I beg. Oga TINUBU, we want to see you. I beg. Now beg with the beg. We don't force you. I beg, you must honor this invitation. We dey beg you. I beg.
I'd like to extend an invitation to the All Progressives Congress presidential candidate, Bola Ahmed TINUBU, for an interview on our Rise News channel. And we hope you will honor our invitation.